So this is a new artist. All right, what's the problem? They're making these phones so complicated now just to play a song. What's up, y'all? Thank you for joining me, man. Toya with the T in the building. And of course, I got a guest today. We got Trey Numbers in the building. 38 hot tattoos. Make sure you got Instagram, you got IG, Facebook.
Yeah. My Facebook is 38 hot tattoo, 2 words. 38 HOT tattoo with a 38 hot tattoo.
All right, 38 hot tattoos.
And IG is tattoo man underscore 38.
Tattoo man underscore 38 hot.
Yeah.
All right, bet that up. So, what's going on? So how? Well, let's go back. Let me give a little bit of history here. So we go way back, go way back to high school. We used to run around, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know it. Didn't know, right? We used to rap. I used to dibble and dabble every now and then here and there.
Yeah.
And never knew you were artists, but went to school together. Here it is, 20 years later, man. You still looking like you did when we was in high school. Thank God for Facebook, reconnecting people from way back when. You know what I'm saying? But no, now you're doing artistry. Like, what made you choose that option? Like, apparently you've always been able to draw, but like, what made you say, I want to be a tattoo artist? You woke up one day and said, I want to be a tattoo artist.
Well, I've always kind of wanted to get into it, but it was a game ran well by a certain group of people, and it kept a certain genre of people out. So the knowledge I wanted, it was kept over here in a lock and key. And one day I realized that, wait a minute, I live in information age now. Been self-teaching and digging and learning, and I've become who I am.
So how long have you been doing tattoos for?
Right now, right at 11 years.
Wow, 11 years. So I guess if you said to put a number on how many tattoos you've done, like how many tattoos you've done, and like maybe what's the wildest tattoo you've ever done?
How many I've ever done? I don't know. You almost can get an accurate count. You almost can get an accurate count through my social media.
So you basically track them all. Like basically every tattoo you ever made is already on social media.
Yeah. Like especially like go back to my earlier Facebooks, man. You can see.
What year you started doing that? Like what year was it when you started doing tattoos? You just like jumped out there? You always done tattoos? Like
2009, 2010.
2009, 2010.
Yeah.
Okay, not too bad. So what's that, about 10 years?
Yeah, 10
11 years. Okay,
Yeah.
10, 11 years no tattoos. That's not too bad. So I'm quite sure at this point we're probably in the thousands. I'll go check the profile and see hundreds, of course.
Yeah,
It's
you
not
can see my growth and progress.
So all your work is there from like day one, basically.
Yeah, I mean, with the exception of a few
What's it down?
on the road projects, couple thousands here and there that
Right.
didn't make it to camera.
Absolutely. So I'm not going to tell our age, but we do remember before the information highway.
Yeah.
Were you dibbling and dabbling in tattoos then? And if you were, do you think that you would ultimately have gotten the same response before the information age as you would have afterwards?
No, I kind of dabbled when I had my first apartment. I stayed on Circuit Street.
Griffin, Georgia.
Yeah, we had an apartment in Circuit Street, man. And I was tattooing for weed. But I couldn't accomplish what I want because I was doing the only information I had access to was the needle and thread.
Right.
You know what I mean? Wrap a little thread around the needle.
Right.
Go uptown to the little drugstore, buy a Burger King.
Right.
Get the Indian ink, come back, you can dip it, draw it.
Wow.
And those like I had people lining up
Wow.
with a little bag of weed.
Wow. That's
But,
funny.
and but then it wasn't what I wanted. Man. I wasn't it was trying to learn and told me I had to do this, do that. What?
So what you tried to work at like a tattoo shop as like an apprentice? For those of y'all who don't know, Ink Wizard was like a huge tattoo parlor like in Griffin. It was really popular.
Well, I forgot his actual name, but him, the guy who owned it, he actually won a competition back in the day. So that's kind of like, so it was a big deal, especially when it comes to us. Back then, you know what I mean? We babies in this, you know what I mean? Us as black people, people who are watching this right now.
Right.
Because you got to think about it. We just started getting into tattooing.
Well, that was 1994-ish, 5-ish, maybe?
6 years when Tupac had tattoos, Outkast.
Yeah.
Then come Allen Iverson.
Right.
Then come
everybody.
No Limit.
Yeah, everybody.
98. You know what I mean? Now everybody want to get multiple tattoos. And
Juvenile.
Yeah. So that's when we really got to be tatted.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Look at your uncle them.
Yeah.
The new tatted.
Yeah. Nah.
But
you get beat out the house if you got a tat, honey. That's the devil. Don't you come up in here with no tattoo on you.
Oh no, that. But you had to wear long sleeves in summertime.
You had to hide it. Absolutely, because they weren't playing that right there.
Yeah,
marking your body, boy.
What that is, man?
Don't be marking your right.
Wet.
What you know about a cherry being wet?
Man, wop.
Yes.
No one said wop.
Grandma gonna whop you on your head. Come up in there playing that music. What? That's the true rapture. Grandma can't be here right now.
It has been an evolution in tattooing.
Absolutely.
African American has made their mark. Like from Maya Bailey, big shout out to Maya Bailey. He City of Ink, right here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
He got a creative center, man. Like
Really?
I can't think of the name of it.
That's all right. We'll find it.
Yeah, look him
we'll
up,
figure
man.
it out.
Maya Bailey, man. He's from South Carolina.
Mayu Bailey, that's his name? Maya Bailey.
Bailey.
So what he does is, you said, what's the name of the place?
Artist.
City what?
City of Ink.
City of Ink Tattoos. And that's in Atlanta, Georgia. That's down here. I don't get tattoos. I got one tattoo on my leg. It hurt it. I almost kicked him in his face, but I didn't. I was able to refrain myself, and after that, I was like, no more.
Oh yeah. Well, we don't progress since then, so.
Okay, so it don't hurt as much no more.
What the newer machines we have now, they're better.
Minimal pain.
Yeah,
that's why they're running around getting their marks by because I could not take it.
Like the machines I use now versus to a year or two ago.
Right.
Has like revolutionized what I do.
Absolutely.
I use like we rarely use coil anymore. You know what I mean? I don't use no coil. Like, I use it just for
like what's coil? Like I don't think that non-tattooers know what.
It's a traditional tattoo machine you see with like 2 big barrels on it.
Okay.
You hear it go.
Yeah.
Yeah, our machine don't sound like that.
Okay, gotcha.
You know what I mean? More or less of kind of went to a prison style on steroids. Mix the nerves.
Okay.
Then we got tattoo pins. And I got battery packs. So I don't have cords. My machine is completely wrapped.
Okay. That's awesome.
So
I never would have thought.
Yeah, we stepping up the game and watching cross contamination.
Absolutely.
Being careful and being smart and safe. You know what I mean? Really doing art.
Yeah, that's new. New industry. When you start doing new things, you learn the do's and the don'ts, and you gotta just kind of grow with, the times. And yes, cross contamination is important if you're someone who's gonna be, getting tattoos. Understanding, a skin that should not be tattooed should be very imperative, and to use that same needle on someone else,
or
those things.
I even like just covering machines.
Yeah.
Covering the spray bottle.
Yeah.
Covering this, wrapping that.
Absolutely.
And giving tips on why you do it, not just do it.
Right. So you get joy from doing people tattoos and giving people tattoos. That's like, you love that.
I get a joy from getting the perfect tattoo.
Oh wow, that's the difference. That makes a lot of the difference to give the perfect tattoo versus just a tattoo because you're not in it just for the money, you're in it for the love of what you do, and that's what draws people.
Yeah,
You know,
I do mainly by appointment only.
okay. Especially since Corona. So you were doing that before Corona, after Corona, because you know you might be like a little prophesied if you was already doing that before Corona anyway.
Well, I was really doing it before Corona because dealing with my people who I greatly love.
Right.
I do love them.
Right.
I'm not gonna say nothing bad about it. But when it comes to business, you know what I mean? Some people treat you like a bill collector.
Right.
You just supposed to show up on time.
That's it. Right.
But then I call them and they don't answer the phone. And, some happy with the child. My child been put in the tattoo.
Right.
I can't argue against that.
Right.
But I do know a lot of y'all.
All right.
So I make y'all put a little $10 or a little skin in the game.
Yeah, the deposit. Show you real.
You ain't gonna neglect the $10. So they show up on time.
Right.
But they can't. They do call.
Yeah.
So I have bad anxiety too. You know what I mean? So when you doing it this way here, I'm like that. I have bad anxiety. I be flipping out. People who know me. I seen them do an asshole, but it really just my anxiety. I'm stressing there. So.
No, I might remember that. It's kind of slick cool in school back in the day. So I might kind of remember, from the surface, yeah, but.
Oh, you appear to be a little rowdy.
Yeah.
Just anxiety.
Yeah. That's what it's translating to now. Like, yeah, I can transfer to that's what that was because you had your badass kid moments. Like, what the hell?
He just passed out. And we was passionate about the music.
Yeah, we were.
And we trying to say something.
Yeah. And the place we couldn't even get out of, man. It was crazy, man. Like, the bubble we was in down here. Yeah. Trying to do music, it was no outlet. Like, if we did not get out of there, you had to get out of there in order to be successful. I really don't care what you do, but even on that music tip.
Yeah. Like, and it was something about Griffin, though, man. Like I said, I'm not gonna say anything bad about my people without saying anything good about you. I mean, Griffin, like you do it sometimes. it can happen to you down there.
Right. Yes, it can.
You know my people.
Right. And that's everywhere, though.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
You know what I'm saying? That's everywhere.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Too much can't get it on that.
That's right.
But in Griffin, man, there's something special about that place, man. About the people that come out of there. Big shout out to Eagle, man. Pay attention, watch that boy Eagle.
Absolutely.
Check out some music and he just drops some good shit.
Okay. Tell them holler at your girl. I'll be more than happy to go ahead and get them on the show. We do a little interview.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna plug it.
I'm with it. Yeah, let me know.
I know you get straight from it.
I'm down.
Griffin stay producing some of the top.
All the time. Yes, they do.
Music, y'all gotta look at the Griffin, man.
Yeah. Don't sleep on them down there. Don't sleep on the talent. But the bubble is real. But the talent on the inside, man.
It's real.
Like it's really phenomenal, and that's why I feel like God kept leading me back there. Like I just need to be able to keep a clear path open because there is some highly talented people coming out of Griffin that they're not getting recognition, man.
Griffin, man.
Yeah, you gotta be good. Because that bubble's so thick.
Hey, man, fuck you. I can do that shit too.
Absolutely. That bubble thick, though. I ain't gonna lie.
And they can. And that's why it's crabs in the barrel.
Absolutely.
I mean, they don't know the mentality of let's work together. Because anybody who knows me as a tattoo artist, big shout out to Maniac Red. Even any tattoo artist, any tattoo artist who came out of Griffin knows I reached out. If I did a tattoo party, come get this money. If I'm out of town where I can't catch a client, I'll be like, holla at Maniac, holla at, you know what I mean? I'm sorry. I'm blowing up like I this.
Yes, sir.
Name slipping right now, man. Jamar Buffett. You know what I mean? Y'all, I'm still so love you, man. You know how we ride.
Right.
Hey, I always show love, man, because we gotta work together. I can't get all the money. You know what I mean? And you try to chase money, you're gonna lose it. So now I learned to sit back and But that money chase me. You know what I mean? They love what I do in the process. You know what I mean? So most of my clients who do book with me, anybody who know book with me, it's a one-on-one. You know, a lot of times I talk you out of some crazy bullshit. You know, I be like, hey, I give you what you want, but that ain't gonna look good.
Right.
You gotta think about this. You know, you're gonna go old. And then,
Well, that's awesome because I don't think we all think about that. The people come in drunk and instead of you just taking their money from them, drawing, hey, give me SpongeBob.
yeah, if you talk me into it, SpongeBob is gonna be dope. You're not gonna be the average SpongeBob. I'm not gonna be like to get that SpongeBob.
Right.
Be like, whoa.
SpongeBob on fire, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That time you're gonna be over, out and beyond and creative on it. If you gonna do it, if you gonna do the dumb shit.
I'm an artist now. I'm getting it wrong.
And you're sensitive about your shit.
Oh yeah, I'm very sensitive about it. That's my portrait on my own.
So you tag that too.
I'm sensitive about my shit.
Okay. That's right. How many tattoos do you have?
I don't know because I still get tattoos and shit.
You don't know how many tattoos, like you lost count?
I mean, like, I just got some places that just like tatted. So you like tattoo on tattoo. I think you can capture a tattoo.
Mm-hmm. So you can't even count them guys.
I mean, I still got some empty space, man, because one, I intimidate a lot of tattoo artists. They don't want to know about a tattoo.
Why? Because they got a tattoo over something?
No, they see my work.
So because your work is so good, they're scared to do the tattoo because it might not compare.
Yeah, or that just.
Well, that's what they tell themselves. I'm quite sure you're not telling them that, right? Like you're not going in there like intimidating them. Like, you see that work right there, bro?
Oh no.
Like, listen, bro, I need you to do my tattoo, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. If your shit don't look like this right here, bro, you're gonna have problems. Like, if you're not doing that right there.
This is from people who tatted me and who was intimidated. Well, I had to do it.
Well, it looks good from here.
I had to do it more than once. Shout out to Jarvis.
Oh, then you know.
But that's my dog, man. We stay taking shots at each other, man. Hey, go holler at Jarvis, man. He's a dope tattoo artist.
Heard on that. Make sure you put him on out there. Jarvis. Holla at him. Go get your tattoos done.
If you look at one of my flyers, man, on one of my epic posters I be doing, he's on there with me, man. Jarvis Epic, great tattoo artist.
Okay.
I did great time.
All right, so appointment only, like be mobile, they come to the shop, like.
Right now, man, I'm being strictly, you gotta come to, I don't care where you're at. Man, I've been having people come to me from Americas. I've been having people come down from Decatur to Thomaston. You know, Thomaston sit here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People come from Decatur down to see my head. People come up from Americas, Georgia.
That's what it is.
That's down almost by the line.
Yeah.
So, you know.
No out of staters yet?
Alabama.
Okay.
Nothing from Alabama.
Okay.
Columbus, not even that area because of Thomaston.
All right, so are you like, you working on branding basically, right? 38 Hot, you got the website, you got the social media, like what you got going on? Like this is
I don't know, man. I'm so random and I'm all over the place. I wish I could give people like, yo, I'm doing this. Right now I'm a tattoo artist. I'm an artist. So you might go to my page, my YouTube page is 38 Hot Tattoos.
You think?
I'll give it to you. Well, she will put it in the
I'll make sure I'll put it.
I'll find it. Okay. But it got something to do with 38 Hot Tattoos.
Okay. I'll try to get it for you guys.
I got some comedy videos on there.
Okay. I want to do some comedy. That's what I'm working on next. So I'm working on a virtual comedy, amateur comedy show.
All right. Is that the one?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Let me tell you something, bro.
I heard it right now.
Listen. Let me remind him. I believe I might have already told him this. This might even been my swag in school. Wherever I go, bro. You already know, like we way back dreamers.
Oh yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like if ever I'm there, and it's like yo, look, yo. I'm telling you, tattoo artist. I'm gonna recommend my guy. Why? Because we go way back. And because of Facebook, when you come back and we still like it was, like this just cool that vibe. Like, yo, whatever I do, you on it. Yo, all you got to, yo, I see you doing such and such. You already know you got a space in the place.
Okay.
Please know that. But yeah, we're working on specifics. We're aiming for November 25th. If you want to get on, you got to go ahead and send me a picture. I'm going to go ahead and do the short little commercial for this one. I want to put the one picture. The picture, I've already watched you, and I've already said that I was going to come in on you anyway. But I didn't exactly know what angle I was coming. But the award-winning picture that got me.
Okay.
The one that got me, that I was just like, I gotta ask them. I can't wait no more. I should have been done said something, but I didn't. But I'm not gonna let another day go by here without getting my guy on interview for real. Because he 5'5". And it was the one where the babies was grabbing the mommy fingers.
Oh, that one.
Like, oh my gosh, when I saw the finger, it was like she was holding it like that right there, and one baby had one finger and one, and it was so pristine and clean. I mean, it was just a great tattoo. Listen, I don't even do pain. I don't even be walking tattoos like that. But when I saw that tattoo, I was like, damn. I want a tattoo. No, I don't really. But if I get one, I'm getting my due to get one because, yo, that was so beautiful. I was like, yo, I immediately, as soon as I saw that picture, I was like, yo, when you coming up front?
Yeah, well, that one was almost a replica of another tattoo artist work. It wasn't an original design, but it was my original design itself. Yeah.
Right.
So I never take actual work from artists, but the design was, and I kind of flipped it up and changed it to fit her. But that brings me back to like what I'm saying, like I really try to incorporate what's going on now in African American tattooing. Right now, that is a style that I'm embracing it. It's not quite like Maya Bailey, it's something like that. But Angel Ink out of Chicago, you gotta check him out. He does a lot of that, man. There's a lot of artists doing that, man. We're going back to our style of art, black art. Things that you may see within, you know what I mean, on your mama's wall. Or, you know what I mean? Things that really.
Oh, good time pictures.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That type of art, man. That's type of work that's coming in. And like, since I've been painting, my work starts to look like my painting. And it's inspired like how I do paint. And I try to incorporate a lot of colors. You know what I mean? A lot of browns, a lot of greens, a lot of reds, a lot of earth tones. You know what I mean? To show that we can do color too. Right. You know what I mean? We're trying to pull away from all that biker style tattooing that we've been playing with so many years. Because it's the only. It's really good.
I had to get me some tea. You know, I'm a tea drinker. Ginger tea. Feel free if you would like some. I'm more than happy to make it.
We mixed around.
Okay. But no, that's awesome. Okay, so what would you say is the craziest tattoo? Going back to what you said some minutes ago, you know, you would be honest about the tattoo that they're about to get. What is probably the craziest or wildest or largest tattoo that you've ever done on somebody? And have you ever done anybody famous?
Not yet.
Not yet. It's coming. Yo, job, where y'all at?
I mean,
all black, everything, where y'all at? How at?
It is the second time I've done quite a few underground people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But
well, everybody famous in our book. How about that?
Exactly. You know what I mean? So you got nothing bad to say about myself.
All right.
But yeah. Tattoo. A few strange areas.
Like, what do you think that the wildest or the biggest was? Like, what was probably your biggest, longest project? Because I know some of these, what they call them, sleeve
Oh yeah,
Arms.
yeah. I've done quite a few sleeves though. You know what I mean? I do a lot of big pieces. Like I do small pieces, but like people come to me because I mean I'm not dirt cheap, but I'm fair in my pricing. But my work is good enough for sleeve, chest, or thigh. So I do a lot of big pieces. So
Takes a couple of days to come those pieces.
mhm.
You can get it done in one day.
Yeah, especially like the new machines we use now. Like I use catchers. I can pop in between different needle
Wow.
groupings. I could be shading 1 minute, stopping the line over here, and line all this, stop, start shading. I can color bond,
Mm.
like mix the colors in.
Wow.
And the style of tattoo has changed and
Oh
progressed a
my
lot.
gosh, don't tell me anymore. I don't want any more. The more you talk, the more I'm like, oh dang, I want you to give me a tattoo.
I would love to. I would love to.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, no, that's amazing. But yeah, that was the award winning piece, the one with the baby and the fingers. But
Yeah.
weird places I can imagine. What do you think is I guess the most well, you said we have new technology, so are you saying it doesn't hurt? Or with even with new technology, the most sensitive place to get a tattoo that you've seen?
Still by far would be the hands and feet.
The hands and the feet, those are the most sensitive.
Yeah. I mean, but like most people, like they can pretty much eat it with me. Because like I said, I invested into my machine for my equipment.
Right.
And those I use like the pins, the rotary pins, they don't vibrate that much. So I do a lot of face tattoos, I do a lot of hands, with fingers, with sensitive areas. Uh, But it's not as bad. I've done it with the other ones,
Mhm.
and the reaction is totally different.
Mm.
The other one's like a chain, so I prefer
To
that.
what you use now. That's amazing. That's awesome. I'm telling you, I'm trapped in whatever year that was. I got that tattoo. Had to clearly be 2000 and probably nine-ish, maybe. Like it's been a really long time since I've had a tattoo, and I don't even. Let me tell you something. I see tattoo building, and I look the other way. I don't play no games, honey, because I
It's a
do not
bad
like the
experience.
pain. I mean, and I willingly did it. And I said, well, I was 25. I said, well, I done paid them for it. I'm gonna go ahead and warm it up and get these little words written on my leg. But I was like, no, I don't want to do that no more. Mm-mm. We're not gonna do that no more.
You
It's
thigh
on my thigh area, and I thought that. Oh, here we go, tight pants. As a matter of fact, this was done at 5 Points over there at what is that? The record shop. You know what a record shop is in 5 Points? Yeah, that's a tattoo place there. I got this done by a white boy. And he was gentle, he was caring, understanding that I was scared. Excuse the ash. I was playing in flour before I put the pants on.
okay.
It's really black though. It's not gray. But my daddy named it Zachariah, but when he started it, like up here at this little thing, I'm like, no, wait a minute. I'm gonna do his nickname, Round Boy, because I immediately knew that 9 letters was totally too much to withstand it. And he's like, you sure? And he's like, yeah, let's just go with Round Boy. And he probably got to the root of the R before it hit like a bone, and I was gonna do it like a Steven Seagal or Van Damme. And I had to come up with somebody give me towel, something, because I'm not gonna make it. Give me something to bite on. And I just went on and just took the hits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, especially like, well, I'm not gonna say all, but a great deal of non-melanated tattoo artists don't know how to tattoo melanated people. So in a lot of instances, especially back then, the machines were very high,
Yeah.
and they just knew, like in their mind, they think like we can't see them on us anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So in order to make them dark, you just gotta turn the machine up high. So
Mm-hmm.
bang,
that makes perfect sense. Wow.
Yeah,
I like how you put that down.
Yeah, I mean,
that makes perfect sense though.
Yeah, I mean, it's new information that a lot of them are refusing to learn. Mm-hmm. That's why they're losing money. That's why they're losing a lot of money. Mm-hmm. They're losing money on their people too.
Yeah. You can't. It pain is pain, whether you're white or black. Idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hurt when you hung us, dumbass. Yeah, it hurt when you set us on fire, clown. So yeah, it hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like.
So a lot of time, and back in their mind, and they don't really think a little bit unless we go in and try to spend the cheapest amount.
Right.
How much you charge for tattoo?
Right.
We're trying to do a cheapskate,
yeah.
so we already get on the nerve.
Yep.
And we're already acting a fool.
Yep. Stick like no consumer etiquette.
Yeah, so they're not trying to comfort you. They're not trying to educate you.
Yeah, they're trying to get the deal.
Yeah. Trying to get you a little money that you probably not come back anyway.
Yeah. That little $40 you're gonna spend.
Yeah, you come back anyway.
They got people coming up in there spending $180, $190, $230.
Yeah, so and I cherish all my clients. I'm not like that. But that's what happened to us in those shops.
Yeah.
And
between the three of you. Look, you're doing 3 tattoos, and between the 3 of you, I don't make $75.
Mm-hmm. And you'll be there all night. You go first.
Right. I went last because I already told him. I've always been honest and upfront. I'm like, look, bro, I ain't never had a tattoo before. I don't like needles. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna go last. Go ahead and knock them out. I'm gonna last.
See, like me now, I like for my clients to be nervous, kind of scared. So I started doing that. Like, what?
Oh, it's not nothing.
Oh man.
That was something for me. No, that's why I didn't even get the second hole. I was like, oh no, holes and noses. Nope, got enough holes. No, we don't do no thing. When they get away to find out how to do another hole too, I heard all that hurt. Holes and tongues. The daughter that was like, I bite my tongue and hurt. No, I don't want none.
As far as I went.
Okay, that hurt. Yeah, both of them.
So,
for days.
Oh yeah, the soreness lasts for some days. It's not a soreness like you just laying there and just. It's not a soreness like that. It's like
Yeah. Okay.
I forgot I got those soreness.
Yeah. So you those kind is like, I can do another one. Yeah. It don't hurt that bad. Like it hurt 4 days. I'm okay. I'm gonna get another one.
I mean, it's about the lifestyle. You know what I mean? Tattoo and piercing is a lifestyle. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I disagree with anybody that says you get to a certain age and you can stop.
Go sit down.
I disagree with anybody that says you get to a certain age you have to stop. Once you get into it, it's a lifestyle. You know what I mean? Because guess what? You just influence.
So even if you got wrinkly skin, like what you doing with wrinkly skin? What you tattooing with wrinkly skin? So I come up in here, I'm gonna roll up in here at 72, right? And I got mad wrinkles, right? Or mad wrinkly skin. What you finna do with me in a tattoo with wrinkly skin? And not only that, right? I want like the face of like Dwayne the Rock Johnson because I'm old anyway. I might as well go for the gusto. So
I don't know if you ever seen my grandparents and that wrinkly.
Well, no, I'm talking about the wrinkly grandparents. I'm not talking about the non-wrinkly. I'm talking about the wrinkly ones.
Those wrinkly grandparents, they got tattooed too. You can see them on Dixie Days.
But how do you? But when they get wrinkly and they want another tattoo?
Oh, I've actually done. Yes, I've done.
Is that more complicated or no? The skin is the same.
The skin is actually thinner, so I have to be more careful.
Okay.
Especially doing like a hard shading or tight lines or.
I know they don't want no sleeves. They want little stuff like butterflies.
Yeah. I did a friend of mine. I did her mother. I did like a 3D butterfly on her. She took very well care of it. Real well. Pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it was in a smooth place.
That don't count. It don't count to me.
Don't go get your wrinkles tatted at a certain age. You know there's a wrinkle there. Don't get it tatted.
But you just said if you're so you're not too old to get it. So I'm just saying.
Well, stretch it out and get the lines tightened up a little.
So just come in with it flat. If that's where you want it and you know it's wrinkly, you just need to go on and smooth that part out before you get it. And put your work back.
I stretch it anyway. You know what I mean? So I'm stretch all the wrinkles out.
So we need to come up with something that can hold the wrinkles by itself.
I stretch it, tight again.
Right. But like I said, by the time you start wrinkling, honey, you want a heart, a cherry, a butterfly. You don't want nothing too drastic anyway. You don't want like a sleeve, give me a dragon.
I actually did a sleeve of one of my homies, man. He's like early 40s.
That's not wrinkly.
No, that's not wrinkly, but it's not too late. You know what I mean?
Can you tattoo hair?
I have.
Don't make me choke. I figured you had.
I've done eyebrows before.
So now that was a huge market for them.
Right.
Did you get your fill in on that?
Those markets you only can really cash into at a high rate if you are in the right location.
And then that's right.
That and a nice area with
that's what they do. Yeah.
Where there's traffic
that's
like that, you're in the shop.
Yeah.
Then, yeah.
That's your Buckhead areas. Actually,
Yeah.
Duluth, a lot of Latino women do that. A lot of Korean women do that. So I know the Pleasant Hill, Duluth area, there's a huge market for that.
In fact, the tattoo pens that we use now are pretty much like a direct result of the explosion of that. Because they were using the pens first. They were doing like the eyebrow.
Right.
So those are the style of tattoo machines that we use now.
Okay, good. Okay, that makes sense.
So and I actually did if you get it done for me, it's like we're gonna be into each other for some way because we do the session. Because the face is so sensitive. They're doing hair stroke. You look like Harley Monster coming out. That's enough for today.
Stop it.
So you're coming. Go home.
You
know what I mean? Take some might off ice packs and let it go down. Wait 3 weeks and let your skin come back. We do another session of a smaller grade needle. You go home.
Yeah, they say it costs quite a couple of sessions.
Yeah, you do it right. You know what I mean? To be bold and it look natural. You know what I mean? Or you can go to Mike Knight and let him do your box.
Yeah. And it looked like a tattoo eyebrow. Like a clown.
Yes.
That's okay, baby. I'm still the same. Whatever you don't want to say, I'll say it for you. I'm still the same. That part hasn't changed. I'm working on it. I'm not there yet. But yeah, like a clown. I definitely know exactly what you're talking about. Don't do that. I mean, please don't. But clearly from Facebook, we see that a lot of different people have a lot of different sets of eyes when it comes to eyebrows and makeup choices.
Yeah, see, as a tattoo artist, man, I have an excuse to be a nerd at times.
Okay.
Because it allows me to research.
Well, we don't correlate tattoo artists with nerds. You do know that, right? We say tattoo bad boy, nerd, not tattoo.
Right, and that's
but you're really smart as hell in order to draw and do all that.
And to even bounce between different concepts and different people's lives. So not only we get to be nerds, we get to be psychologists.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We get into
you hear everybody's information.
Yeah. Well, the people in deep grief, how they grieve.
Even when they come in drunk.
Yeah.
You get all that little busyness.
Mad at boyfriend.
Yeah.
Can you cover this name up? Yes, I can cover this name up.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Can you cover up the girl that I put on my arm name? I put a picture of her on my arm. Can you cover that up?
Or I get the name you put on me.
You do remember the name.
I know you told me, but can you find me something else?
Oh, don't do that. You even get those where it's like, no, I don't think you should get that name. Really? No, I want it anyway. And like 6 months later.
Names are bad love. If you love that person, do not put them. If they're not your relative, they're not first and king, your immediate family, do not put their name on it. I don't know what it is. I cannot explain that spirit or that energy or whatever happened.
It is, but you already ain't supposed to be marking yourself. So they say. Now you're gonna mark yourself with somebody else's name.
You're not supposed to mark yourself in grief and memory. That's what the Bible says. So if you are getting RIP tattooed, do what you're not supposed to do.
Why? They right there. Why?
That's what was in the Bible.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
And
you want to put their name on you, like why? You're not theirs. If I was God, I would be mad too.
No, I'm saying like no. It was said like if they wanted someone passed, which you're not supposed to do.
Oh yeah, that either. Yeah, I know that too. Yeah, because they're on with the Lord. I get that too. But my thing is just why do we want to put somebody's name on us? We're not theirs. God didn't even put his name on you. Like, wait a minute, hold up. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me I done created you and you gonna put his name? Okay, hold that down real quick.
I mean, his signature, we are made of his.
That's right.
So that's
every
his signature
toe,
right
every
there.
nose, every lip hair, every follicle.
Every time you look at the queens and the kings of the melanation, you're looking at a signature of God. You're looking at the embodiment of God.
That's lovely. Trust me, I know my father dying by this tattoo on his leg. I'm like, oh, there's a memory of me, girl.
So don't praise no other godly like
figure
writing a name on it.
Yeah, I agree. I thought I was doing something. No. Just found a better way for them to deal with say, hey, that's really her because she's got that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they know it's you. There's no denying. There's no witness mistake once they identify the tattoo.
No. Tattoo is actually comes apart.
Yeah.
That's why you should choose what you put on you.
Very good.
That's why I try to tell people, like, you gotta go old with this tattoo.
Yeah. And they can come and bite you. Listen, because I call myself, because I've always been in the corporate world, right? Mm-hmm. And even when in food managing people, I remember when the tattoo phase was taken off and it was like, hey, we don't want tattoos. And I'm like, well, that's kind of the way that it's going, but it would be like, they got to keep sleeves on. And it just started getting out of control too, where they just could not keep up. And just what's coming out was that's the era now. Everybody having tattoos, so they had to get more loose. But I remember this one place, I made really good money. Don't put none on your arms and necks, because that's just how we was raised. So I never did. So when I did get the tattoo, I'm like, let me put it on my leg because I'll never need it. Just my luck. Just my luck. I went to go apply for a job that was in the food industry, and they could not have no visible tattoo. Now I made $1,500 a week at this place, so they paid very good money. Their outfit was similar to the Helps outfit with like a maid. That chewed my eye up a little bit too, but it was $1,500 a week. I like, oh, just wear the dress. I can do that. But when it came time to visible tattoo, I'm like, I didn't put it up high enough. I didn't put it down low enough. It was right there. And I remember every day I had to get makeup and make up that tattoo. Because
but there are some places where you get it's blessed having tattoo.
Yeah, now. That was probably right at 2011, 2012.
Okay. Yeah.
They hadn't fully embraced it. There were some managers who, like at McDonald's and different things like that, different work programs where they were incorporating a lot of different convicts. And when they found out people had talent, I remember seeing a lot of different people in the management industry have that. And then it was like by then, by 2007, 8, the high school kids was having tattoos.
Yeah.
This is our main people we hire in the food industry. It was like they all came that way. So if you keep saying nobody's gonna be able to wear a tattoo, we're not gonna be able to stay open because old people not working for 725. So because it became the trend, they had to conform.
Yeah.
You know, but that one place, that's just what they're known for. They have a specific level of prestige that goes on with that restaurant. They can pull that off. They make 30 grand in like one day. Like they make astronomical amounts of money. And even as the server being there, 1,500, that was on the low end. I was like the number 12. I wasn't even at the front where it was always popping. Like it's a very prestigious restaurant where they could pull that off. Like seriously. And it was only for the people on the floor.
It's a lot of old money.
A lot of old money is still. I think, as a matter of fact, they just took the Confederate flag down of their restaurant with this Ahmaud Arbery thing. My eyebrow raised at that too, but I said, what? 1,500?
I would think they should be taken out of the Confederate flag.
Oh, so you don't agree with that?
No, I do not.
Why?
I like to identify my enemy.
Let's see.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, they do enough in the hiding in the workplace. Like, oh, what are you doing?
Yeah, they do. Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get enough of that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They lick their hair down on the weekend, get in their trucks,
I agree.
and drink their beer and ride their flags. Hey.
That's a very valid point.
You know what I mean? I love to fly my African flag.
That's a very valid point.
I mean, damn, my point of they might came from a little hatred. Give a couple niggas in the process, but that's identified. It helps me identify. And what did the other poet say? When somebody tell you who they are, do what?
Believe it.
Them.
Yeah, and you're right.
So why you
because
taking
you know
their
if you
flags away?
fool with them, they're gonna fool with whatever we got going on.
Yes.
And it's gonna be a never ending battle.
I mean,
but
so
you're absolutely right.
a lot of people just do things. They just do it because, they racist. Yeah, take down that flag.
Yeah.
No, maybe racist.
Yeah.
Racist background, but why?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you have the American God-given right to be racist, but you don't have the right to discriminate against someone when you're in a profession. When you a sheriff, you can be racist, but it's against the law to use that racism in a discriminatory way if you are on a clock calling yourself doing a public service. That's Now you need to be getting sued and carrying on, so you can't do that.
When your prejudice, your opinion of my value as a person on my financial well-being, but you gotta go. You can blow this shit up. I finna turn to a monkey acting.
Everything you said.
The nigga you were warned about. I'm gonna be that. Come with my money. And yes. But other than that, couple niggas, hey, cracker. Nigga.
Yeah.
Cracker.
Yeah. And keep it moving.
You know what I mean?
Right.
There's a lot of jokes you got.
Right.
Pink toe.
Right.
Pink motherfucker.
Right.
Bird shit, color.
Right.
You know what I mean? I got
words. Yeah.
I've been proud.
Go back and forth. I'm trying to tell you, make you want to fight.
Yeah.
And come up over here and get your ass whipped.
Yeah, stay over there now.
And go back on home after you get that ass whipped. Don't come back with no gun after you get that ass whipped because you asked for it.
And I heard some funny nigga jokes about somebody.
Yeah, me too.
Crack my side.
Me too. Yeah, me too. When I tell you, the famous one for me was NAACP stood for Niggas Apes Alligators Pony Possums. I heard that. That was on Mississippi Burning. When I heard that, it tickled me to death. I didn't know whether to laugh or to be mad with the white man, but it was funny. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey,
I ain't gonna lie. It was terrible.
I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you ain't gotta like it.
Yeah.
I mean, but at the same time, that's what he did with his buddy, his comfort. And he ain't gotta like you. Cause you ain't gotta like him. He ain't gotta accept you in his business. You ain't gotta shop with it in his business.
Right.
I mean, like, I mean, like, man, I heard a lot of old school cats. Like, and I was hearing this before. Now, but man, like the black schools from back in the day, man, like the black teachers, man, like it was like a family. You know what I mean? So they didn't really want that integration shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Only people who wanted integration shit was
The others.
I mean, was the people who were just easily misled.
Right.
The people who didn't really have nothing anyway, who lived in the ghetto, who lived in the project.
Right.
But there were black people out there who trying to have things.
Yeah.
There were black people who had their own business.
Right.
So they was like, no, don't go over there and shop with them. Stay over there and shop with us.
Right.
But it was certain people who felt a certain need of
They ice colder.
right. You know what I mean? So it was a certain level of black people who wanted the integration because they wanted the colder ice. They wanted to be because I can't drink at that fountain. And I drink out my fountain, water be hot and they want to be cold.
Right.
But I see the white girl, she shiver every time she drink.
Right.
I want to drink her whole water fountain.
Yep. I want what they got.
And we still got that right now.
Even more if you ask me.
Yeah, that's why we're not gonna have that's why the revolution is on the way.
Yeah, it's happening right now.
But right now, what's holding the revolution up is we want to drink cold water.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
They want the colder water.
Right.
You know what I mean? If this shit turns up right now, well, I ain't gonna get no more cold water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm black.
Well, you know, this is
I'm
history
black. You know?
repeating itself, like going through that promised land again.
Yeah.
Just saying, it's there for you to take, and I'm with you if you go. But you know, all these old folks, no, we can't do it. And it took two young guys to be like, actually, yeah, we can. Really, if y'all get up off that scariness, we really can make this happen. So it is what it is. Everybody ain't destined to go. You know what I'm saying? But call me Joshua Taylor. Call me what we need. Call me David and Rocks. Let's go.
Have you been looking at? Have you heard of infant? Infant.
And of course I have in FAC. I've heard some very
Grandmaster J.
mixed stories. I've heard some stories where people promote him, salute him, and think he's a stand-up guy. But I've also heard some background stories about he's could be potentially using counterintelligence against us. That the tactics that he is using, especially with you know, I just go back to ROTC, but the tactics that he's using are not military tactics that's actually used to keep people safe. So a lot of people really have two different sides of him. Exactly who this guy is, what I have to say.
I mean, yeah, you can say all that, but at the same time, if you motivate the people, you know what I mean, to a revolution. I mean, in the way he's saying it, like, of course, you can say all that about him, but at the same time, I followed him to the point where I listen to him. Where he's not just doing the militia; he's preaching not preaching, but he's teaching from ancient texts. So you know what I mean. So it's not about grab a gun that go bust you with the head, but it's also about walking in the purpose.
Right.
You know what I mean? Walking in the purpose in your community.
Mm-hmm.
So even if we do think he's counterintelligent, let's follow his blueprint and not be counterintelligent. Let's put together a militia in our neighborhood. Let's police our own neighborhood. Let's do self-banking. Not just self-shopping with each other, shopping with the weed man and the tattoo man. You know what I mean? Actually, let's put together our own banking system. Let's invest in real estate.
Which is fairly easy, you just won't do it.
Yeah.
You know, and this is why I put a lot of different stars on blast. Like, they don't know who I am, but I stay blasting African American stars who have money, who have contributed to calling me the B word, the H word, encouraging, you know, me to sell the drugs. You guys have this money, but you have not come back to the community and structured these things and ran as much of a campaign about Black excellence for 4 or 5 albums as you've done for 10 albums from Paper Trail to I'm the King. I'm just saying.
He did one. one.
That don't count.
You're right.
That don't count because we
I'm
have.
fan though. I'm stay.
And then, no, don't get me wrong. Please don't get me wrong. I love all of them fans. I rap and know all their words too. I like Fabo and Outkast and all of them. But that's on the music tip. I'm on the real black woman shit right here.
Yeah, you're right.
I love my black man too. But I'm on some real shit right now about my black man.
You're right.
And you fucked up. Y'all fucked up.
We all have. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I look at a lot of the things that go on in Griffin on the lower level. I mean, like looking at all the gang bang and all that. Like, who was the first one to do that? Who was the first one to tirade right out here?
Girlfriend, that shit made it seem like it was cute, and now look.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like the shit done got out of hand bigger than we knew it was going to get. I'm not saying that we personally brought gang banging in.
No, but we were influenced.
Just like we was influenced by the TV, by the John Singletons, by the banging on wax.
The NWAs, absolutely.
Like get your money, man.
Absolutely.
Trap, self. You know what I mean? Sell your mama a crack rock. You know what I mean? And I was that guy. You know what I mean? I didn't have the ambition to be an entrepreneur. For a while, man, I lost all sight of art. You know what I mean? I through school, man, I used to paint people clothes to get like stay in fashion. I used to paint clothes to stay in fashion.
Wow, I don't remember this. Hating.
Ninth grade, I used to do all kind of clothes. I painted a mural at Spanky. Shout out to Spanky. It used to be a teen club right down D.O. Fuller. It's a church in there. I painted a big mural in there. Like, I've always done art. But when it fails to like started, sports weren't working, and, the home got a little corrupt. And, I turned to the streets. And I turned my radio on.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Get money like this, fuck that bitch like that.
Right. No, you good.
But I want to be a pimp.
Right.
I pimp.
Yeah. See, better than being a good guy at the time, I'm quite sure.
Hey, good guy was like my dad.
Yeah.
With a job, man.
Yeah.
With dirty on his knees.
Yeah. Get played.
Yeah.
You don't want to be like that.
No, man. You bring this shit. I was lying out there.
Right.
I mean, it was an alpha male spirit, which it was good for me to have, but it was very well misdirected. I mean, I looked at how powerful I used to be in my 20s and teens. Well, like,
how we lose that along the way, getting older, right? Yeah.
I mean, like, I could walk in places and I could see things happen.
Right. Perception.
You know what I mean? Like, and I didn't know what that was. I just knew, like, I thought I'm left.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we don't realize how powerful we are.
Yeah.
You know
that's the point. I say this all the time. Like that's why the devil tried to deceive the youth, because the younger you are, the more powerful you are. Yeah. And if you ever get an opportunity, that's also why it says you need to be of childlike mind, because we get bogged down at this age when you're in your 30s or 40s, the wrongdoings and all the stuff.
You beat yourself. You beat your thoughts up before they even manifest.
And it's hard to even like. Yeah, absolutely. And that's why I constantly be like, nope, I'm 19. I'm thinking like the 19-year-old me. I can do everything. I can dance like the 19-year-old me. Like anything and everything that I should have, could have, would have done, I'm going to do, and I'm not going to. That's why I don't even care about wearing weaves and stuff no more, nails and stuff. But I used to be committed and faithful to that. You understand what I'm saying? But now I'm like, no, wait a minute, hold up, this is me. Nappy head me.
See, but like now you gotta look at what's going on with our youth. That's why they put so much money into the Megan stuff. They put so much money into the Kodak Black.
I thought Megan was a boy anyway, but he was doing it out there.
I mean, she wouldn't do and say what it would take to get it back. What fuck integrity, fuck. You know what I mean? I gotta get mine.
Yeah.
The city girls.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm not gonna write on because they're black queens getting their money. Check their bag. I'm not gonna talk down on them, but the idea they promote, the mind frame of the idea they promote, you know, and you gotta understand something, man. Like you gotta really look at the gigahertz that they play our music in.
Yeah.
So you know, thinking we're saying chants. Fuck the bad.
People don't even. We got to break that down. People don't look at music like that. They don't understand the beats per minute and how it helps influence you when you hear that song.
We are vibrational creatures.
Absolutely. But see, people don't notice that.
We don't know that. Even from the thing that you smell, that's a vibration.
Absolutely.
It's a warning.
We don't pay attention. We just think, oh my gosh, she's so fine and smells so good.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah, she bought that. She bought that perfume to give her that frequency.
Yeah.
To appeal to you a certain kind of way.
Which it does is off for you too. This can smell differently on different people.
Right, because your vibration is different.
Absolutely. See, we don't even. That's a whole nother show.
It's a whole nother show.
Vibrations and energies is a whole nother show. We really probably can do a master class on it, man.
And that's how we were led by the masses into the prison.
Yeah.
By our music.
Yeah.
By the bad vibration. When they change the frequency of our music. Yeah. If anybody who listens to this, go look into that.
But they had them in on it though. We were in on it.
Oh yeah.
They asked us literally, this is what we're gonna do, this is gonna be okay. You're gonna make millions. Yeah. You cool with that? And them same porch monkey folk said, yeah, fool them Negroes. They going to jail. Well, if they stupid enough to go to jail, I ain't no wrong. I'm gonna be a billionaire and they be a genocide on them.
Yeah, it's fed to us as reality music. It wasn't called gangster music at first, it was called reality music. This is how it is in the hood. And hip hop music was our only code of communication, like the great Scarface said. They tried to bust our only code of communication. So what they did, instead of busting it, they were trying to vilify it. They really infiltrated. Right. You know what I mean? Once they gave attention to, he's giving us murderous music, they were still giving him $1 million.
Right.
Don't shut up. But he's the villain. Keep talking about shit. You know what I mean? So I adopted that way of life. You know what I mean? I want to be a trapper. I want to be a kingpin. I knew that was the only way for me to make it. I thought that was the only way. I want to be in no stock. That's for white people.
All right.
Black people don't do that.
Right. Foolishness.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But the information wasn't out there. I was hypnotized. You know, thinking that was my original thoughts. So that's what we got to do as a people, man. Recognize it.
That's true.
Indoctrinations.
Yeah, it's crazy. And it's a whole plan that we can't even talk about because ain't nobody got no time for that extra. It's gonna be coming down the way, honey. But yeah, it's real. The levels, the vibrations, the music, the food, the doctors, the educational system, the health system, with all of it links back in. They did not just up one day and say, "We love Negroes." No, we're just gonna do the right thing. We're gonna go from being savage and murdering and killing and setting you on fire to just doing the absolute right thing every day because we love Jesus.
When they set us free, they had to think of something. Absolutely. They lost so much money.
Absolutely.
In the freeing of slaves.
Absolutely.
But they just had to figure it out, and they got it.
Yeah.
You gotta break the chains.
Yeah. But yeah, man, definitely. That is that we gotta. I'm gonna make sure I go ahead and see if I can get another interview with this guy. That's gonna be a whole nother story. Honey, we wouldn't even go there. But we just talking about this tattooing thing. But in the meantime, we're gonna go ahead. I'm actually about to do an interview on another classmate. So you gotta make sure you check that out. I'm not gonna tell you it's gonna be a secret. I believe you know her, but I'm not gonna spill the beans. You too gotta stay tuned to see who it is. But yeah, I'm about to do another classmate. She actually first Black, this might give it away, emergency operations manager for MARTA. I don't know if we've seen that on the Facebook timeline. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I said, I'll make sure I send you the info. I got you. I'll make sure you send you the info. But yeah, I'm gonna do her next. But that was it too. I was like, oh, I gotta get on the show first. Like what for MARTA? Absolutely, that is astounding, man. So I'm gonna be doing her next. But no, listen, super proud of you, man. We got me thinking about getting a tattoo. Lying. But definitely no, you gotta come back on the show. open invitation for anything you want to do. If you got any artists or anybody who need any of our services, we do websites, we do visual portfolios, we do photo shoots, of course, me, I do interviews. We have our own network to where we can monetize it. We can put it up. You can get your own show, your own channel. We can monetize it. We can get you on Apple iTunes, Spotify, radio, all that stuff right there. We do all that. That's what we do for the artists. So make sure you let them know, come my way. You got an open door whenever you feel like coming through. Please feel free to come through. In the meantime, y'all make sure y'all go check him out. You said 38 Hot, right? 38 Hot, HOT. And that's on Facebook?
Yeah, 38 Hot Tattoos with an S.
38 Hot Tattoos with an S. That's on Facebook. And then how they find you on IG?
Tattoo Man _ 38 Hot.
Tattoo Man _ 38 Hot. And then I'll try to get that YouTube information.
Yeah, I'm on Snapchat. I'm on.
Yeah, I'm gonna need all of that.
Yeah.
Make sure you send me all of that so that way when I edit it,
yeah,
I can go ahead and put it up there so I can help promote. I'm all about the promotions. Go ahead and get this thing done, man. So we can let you all know.
Please do. I am willing to travel.
Okay.
I have been talking to my people out in Vegas. So, y'all out there in Vegas, I do book flights. So check out my work.
Flight cost is included, right?
We'll work out the details.
Like kind of mobile, but not mobile. Like I will come to you, kind of. We'll work it out, kind of. But
yeah, I mean, you got to include the flight and the hotel. I'm not going to.
Right.
That's definitely out of state.
Right. We come up with it too. So yeah. Got you. Okay, that's understandable. Yeah, definitely got you on that. But definitely thank you for coming on the show. Y'all go make sure y'all go check them out. Go ahead and get your appointment set up to get your tattoos done by the Tattoo Man in the Village. Trade number. Go ahead, 38 Hot Tattoos with an S on Facebook, on IG, and make sure y'all stay tuned for the final clip. And make sure I put all the information in for you so y'all can know where to go ahead and holler at him. And make sure you follow your girl Toya with the T on all social media. Y'all TOYAWITDATEA. It's your girl. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna end this thing out. Y'all know I love to promote. And if I know you and you know something, I'm friendly to be bumping you. Like I'm your mom, like I'm your family, like I'm with the joke. So we're gonna go ahead and end this thing out with the same music that we came in with. This is the Spotify. I need y'all to go ahead and go on Spotify, click on this album. I think he's actually trying to sell tickets. There's a super contest going on. He's trying to get on the BET Awards. So if y'all go ahead and go do that. It's 13. One is ONE 3 THREE. I make sure I put that information in there too. But we're gonna go ahead and sign out just like that, y'all. Thank y'all for joining me, Toya. You can see in the building. It's Trey, number the tattoo artist, 38 Hot Tattoos with an S on Facebook, IG, Snapchat. Stay tuned, y'all. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Have a good day. Bye.
Can't do much I used to.
I know we're getting over.
Flip from back there.
We're getting there. Not there yet, but